Virginia Delegate Joe Morrissey has turned the House of Representatives into something else entirely in Virginia. Might be the big house. Why? Because he's going to jail, and he thinks that he could still legislate from jail. He has not resigned. Okay, why is he going to jail? Because the charges are that he has admitted that he slept with an underage girl, 17-year-old who was a receptionist in his law firm. You're going to hear in a second what he did to her because he brags about it. Interesting, should not have done that. Now, of course, since he's a politician, he admits he did it without admitting he did it. First, let's show you a good delegate here from Virginia, Joe Morrissey. That's what he looks like. It's surprising anybody, receptionist, was interested, but there it is, you know. These guys hold power, yada, yada. So what did he do? He did an Alford plea. And now, to explain what that is, media says it maintains his innocence, but acknowledges sufficient evidence to convict. He was sentenced to 12 months in jail with 6 suspended. So now already this is something that regular citizens don't get to do very often. If you go to a prosecutor and you say, all right, listen, you got me. I'm going to admit I did it, but I don't want to admit on the record that I did it. So I'm going to pretend I didn't do it while I say, yes, go ahead and convict me. Prosecutors usually go, yeah, that's a good one, dude, that's a good one. But when powerful people come in and say, I do declare, I'll take an Alford plea, all of a sudden the prosecutor's all ears. So anyway, he gets 6 months actually in jail. The other 6 months are suspended. Well, what's going to happen in jail? Wait till you see the different rules for powerful people. Under a work release arrangement, Morrissey has been allowed to leave jail 7 days a week. I don't know if you know this, there are only 7 days in a week. Now, to be fair, though, it's only from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Just today, though, it was cut back to only 12 hours out of jail. So he's just got a hotel cell inside a jail where he goes and sleeps. He can leave the entire day. That's not a jail sentence. That's not jail. You're pretending he's going to jail while he's not going to jail. He just sleeps there. I mean, we don't even know if he's got a roommate named Bubba. So he might skate entirely, right? This is only for the powerful, of course. Now, furthermore, the absurdity continues when they say he might just simply get out of jail, go into the Virginia legislature, and continue to legislate. The arrangement also allows him to carry on as a practicing lawyer and a legislator in the Virginia General Assembly's 2015 session. Now, of course, the Republicans have asked him to step down, but the Democrats have as well. His own party's like, dude, come on, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. This is terrible. But so far, he hasn't made up his mind. At the end, I'll show you what he's waiting on. But first, we go to the Washington Post for a description of what he did with that receptionist and his excuse for it. You're going to love this. When he was charged this summer, Morrissey proclaimed his innocence. He said his phone and the girl's phone were hacked. Well, of course they were. And the photos and the trail of text messages between them were planted. Of course they were. According to court documents, Morrissey texted a friend of his, hey, buddy, I assume he says, I just fucked her on my conference table and again on the floor for good measure. Detectives said they found 15 nude pictures of the young receptionist on his phone. Wow, what a hack. Okay, his claim is, how did those nude pictures of the 17-year-old get on my phone? It must have been those North Koreans. Oh boy, I can't believe they did this to me. How about the text you sent to your buddy? Oh man, I gave it to her there, I gave it to her. Oh, you should have seen what I did. Very clever hack. All of it. All of it. Okay, so what are you waiting on, dude? You gotta go, geet, right? Nope. In a press conference from church, the lawmaker opted not to resign and instead declared that he will let God make that decision. As far as we can tell, God has not weighed in yet, but once again chose a curious man to whisper in the ear of. Hey, after you're done with the receptionist, why didn't God talk to you before you had sex with the receptionist on the conference room floor? Hey, Delegate Morrissey, now that you're going to jail, kind of, who would you like to turn to? Jesus. Who did you not listen to right before you had sex with the 17-year-old?